likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. For 5 minutes of likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes, comments, shares, repeat. Likes, comments, shares. They do it for the likes.
Hello, welcome to Luxurious Lounge. My name is Mark.
And I'm Michael.
And welcome, guys. We're here. We're back. I know it's been a minute. We took a break, but we are now here. We're live. So we want to say, first off, happy Pride to everyone out there.
Happy Pride,
yeah. So, to all of our, the dolls and the action figures, and also all of the LGBTQ community, we want to say thank you.
All the BLTs.
We want to thank you guys for just being a part of, letting us be a part of your community, and also just being who you are and living out loud and not being afraid of being who you are. That's the best part. So, Mike, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. So you got back 2 days ago from Otherworld. That was in Victoria. What an amazing festival. So people out there who went and did it, it was so much fun. I mean, many highlights. I'll just go over one quick highlight that kind of stood out. The Sky Bar, which is really cool. It's like on scaffolding. It's a DJ booth that's way up. I got to play on that. And it's so amazing because it's in a county and it's so beautiful. So packed. It was gorgeous. And the second thing I would say was they had an event called Cake Sitting, which I was like, there's no way this could be that interesting. It was so interesting. How about that acrobatics holding women in the air doing flips and splits on cake? It was really, really cool. I was so actually, offline, some people actually did it more that actually did it. And I'll tell you about it.
Oh wow! So wait. Give me a bit more of a description of what it was again. You said it's cake.
Oh, so you bring your own cake. People sit in the cake. They sit in the cake in creative ways. So you sit in the cake. Sit in the cake in creative ways. That's it. The cake gets eaten. That's all.
That's a whole other demographic. That's on our other paywall channel. But for Michael, I guess there's room for everyone.
How was your weekend? How was your weekend?
It was great. Actually, I worked all weekend mostly. Excuse me, because I'm actually trying to. For some reason, it didn't pop up on our YouTube channel. But I figured it out. It took a minute. So sorry if you guys see me on my phone. That's what I'm doing. I'm just connecting our stuff together. But no, my week was great. I worked Sunday and Saturday at the club at Midnight Sun, and also shout out to Midnight Sun. I'll be working there this weekend, actually, this weekend, and also on Pride. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. So if you miss me, I'll be there Saturday night and also Sunday 3 to 8 p.m. So just a plug there. And it's a great club. It's Video Ball Dance Bar. Have fun. Bring some dollars. Get your drinks on.
One thing I want to say too. A big shout out to Matt Hatter, by the way, because me and Mark work with Matt Hatter. We're doing some really big things. We've been producing some stuff for us. So we're excited to get some new stuff out to you guys very soon. So be on the lookout for that. So we've been working really hard on I guess diversifying all of our activities. So we're super excited to get some things out to you guys for sure. Yay.
Yes, we are. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the show. Mike, do you want to, one more thing also before we start, of course, we can never forget this. The song says it. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. It's really important. It's the way you interjectly give back to us, and also a way to actually just be able to get positivity and spread the good news that we're actually doing some things online here. And we also want to bring you more content. So make sure you actually let us know what you like to hear, what things you want to see. And also don't be afraid to message us while we're talking. We will mess you back.
Literally, it takes no effort whatsoever. Like, it's free 99. So we'll give you a second right now to do it right now. We'll give you a second. Wait.
Have you liked yet? Have you commented?
Did you share it yet? Yes, you do. Okay, Mark. Back onto our stories. You go first.
Okay. Actually, I'll let you go first this time. That's okay.
That's so nice. Thanks, bro. Oh,
yeah.
Brotherly love. Our brotherly love. I love it. So first things first. If you guys know the famous rapper Icon Cameron, he got attacked on his own podcast. So Cameron's known for being an amazing rapper. If you know Cameron, he was part of Rockefeller Records, Diplomat, and Def Jam. And some of his songs include Oh Boy. Remember the Oh Boy song? It was also remixed with Mariah Carey, which I know Mark loved.
Dun, dun,
It's also
dun,
the
dun.
Nicki Minaj and Rick Ross song "I Am Your Leader." So apparently, one of his guests took to that song to heart and said, "I'm your leader, suck up big," and literally fought him. So what happened was he brought a WWE legend on, Jey Uso. Basically, he's a WWF wrestler and he's becoming super popular.
Yeah.
And basically, what happened was his father is the WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, and his twin brother is also a wrestler called his name's Jimmy. And so they go by the name as the Usos, right? So they're a dynasty of WWE wrestlers, right? So you see that now he got snatched up. It's really crazy. It's great you see it.
Wow.
So basically what happened was the reason why this happened was because Cameron expressed his disappointment of the podcast frequently hosting Saturday WrestleMania talents rather than the Sunday ones, because he felt like the Saturday ones were not as big as the Sunday ones, right? So Jay was trying to talk about his family dynasty, but Cameron called him not a part of that, saying basically in a roundabout way, you're not part of that legacy. That's your father, whatever. So not bad. Yeah, ended up picking him up and slamming him, eating him, or picking up and slamming him on the ground. And Mace, who actually was actually on the show too, he's actually one of the interviewers as well. He actually got in the middle of them with security and tried to separate them. So, Mark, would that ever happen on our show? Would someone ever yoke you up on our show?
Come on now. I mean, that's hilarious. Like, we know, you guys know we do martial arts. So that number one, not to get beat up on my show, that'd be embarrassing. On our show, that would never happen.
I mean,
number two, also, I never knew that, that it went from Cameron to, I forgot, is Dipset? Is Dipset to to No Limit Soldiers? So they went to No Limit.
I mean, it's
getting beaten at
knocking and bucking away in a fight. Knocking and bucking.
They're throwing them bubs. But in all seriousness, I think that's why it's really important to do your research when you bring people on your show. You should never kind of comment on things you don't know specifically, and also especially if someone's I think people forget that, even though, let's be real. So most wrestling, unless you're doing like a national title or something, most wrestling is fake. But however, those people actually, the workout they do and the lifting they do is real. So they can fight. Most of them can fight. So I would be careful in bringing that up in a negative way, unless you know how to fight or unless you kind of have evidence. I wouldn't do that. So, what do you think, Mike? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think
would you ask someone like you up?
They can try.
They'll
find their nose on the other side of their head. But no. All jokes aside, I think when it comes to having guests, you have to show respect to your guests. Like, even though you might not like the guests, but they got hired to come on the show and do it. They don't have to do it for you. So that's really nice. Yeah. So for you to embarrass him and do that, I think it's, I'm not saying it's well deserved, but you need to be less reckless with things you say. It'd be kind of nice to be more appreciative of your guests coming on your show. That's all I gotta say. That's it for Mike. So, how about you, Mark? What's your story?
I think someone's saying it's funny. I think someone's saying Hulk Hogan had the same situation happen. Is that what Lee was saying?
Oh, really?
And the IC saying something. That Hulk Hogan had the same talk show, had the same issue. Yeah, because people think that people think that because they wrestle that they're fake. Everything they do is fake, and it's not true. Yeah. So we'll go to the next story. So the next story, it's like to me. I think we should stop popularizing people becoming trillionaires and billionaires when people are suffering. But I'll do the story for the sake of doing the story. So Elon Musk actually has become, on paper, the first trillionaire, with SpaceX marking his claim to his $1 trillion, I guess, legacy that he's actually just gotten. And also on top of that, recently Taylor Swift as well has gotten her net worth from $1 billion to $2 billion. So this actually marks a huge landmark in her career and also in his space and also technology, where he's actually surpassed all of his predecessors or his his contemporaries like Amazon and everyone else. So, Mike, what do you think about this situation? What do you think about, in particular, trillionaires? Do you think we should stop? Do you think we should stop popularizing it, or do you think it's okay for people to be proud of making that much money?
Well, I think it's okay to popularize popularize them if they're actually doing good things, actually doing things like to help society and stuff. Like if you're putting money back into communities and stuff, then I'd be like, oh my god, it's amazing. But like how about take your money if you're to put your money into like these programs that in urban areas or struggling with, or in areas of other countries with that like that. Now we have like $1 million of that. They're not crazy. Like, I feel like with Elon Musk, I kind of feel like I think he's interesting. I also think that like I don't know, like having so much money, it's a good thing because you can spend all that money. Like why not have why do things like or to great people like you can actually like hire them to help. I like that would be a great way of that's all the way together.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what you're saying, Mike. I think you're. I don't know if your mic. You're getting close to the mic. I'm not sure if that's or the mic's off a bit. Yeah, can you repeat a little bit what you said? That's okay.
Okay, I'll repeat what I say. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you hear me better now? Okay. So basically, what I said was, I think if you use your money and you use it to create other entrepreneurs and also people out like you can hire them in your business or make them more help them out. People in impoverished areas, you give them money to help them. I think that would be a good way of spending your money. I think that's the way you can spend your money in a very productive way. I feel like a lot of times people don't do that. They just hoard their money and money that you won't be able to spend your whole entire lifetime. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You hear me better now?
No, I hear you perfectly. No, I definitely agree. I feel like to me, you're right. These people will never be able to spend it all in there, like you said, in their whole entire lifetime. And also to me, I think you're right. I think we should stop as a society, stop acknowledging it because to me, I feel like I think that people are doing it because they want the notoriety of it. And I agree. I think our editor said it so well. Lee was saying earlier, that this he's gotten this on paper. It doesn't necessarily mean there are plenty of people out there who've have this status. But I think they tend to keep it quiet. And there's a couple reasons why. One is for safety. The other is for, I think also, I do kind of agree that if you're not really doing anything as far as like giving back to community or doing anything, what's the purpose of even talking about it, to be honest? I agree. And I also think they should be giving back as much as they're as far as technology here. I'm in California, so you can see everyone has a lot of people have Teslas, a lot of people have different people getting so much into the formula of that machine. The machine needs to give back to people, and when it doesn't, it becomes one-sided. So the same thing with music, same thing with Taylor. So that's I agree. That's
agree.
So Mike, what do you think? Your next story.
Yeah, so next story. So you guys remember Julia Roberts played this really amazing lawyer. I'm sure you remember Erin Brockovich. That movie was really good. She's a really tough, feisty lawyer who did all these things, like make sure that people were treated correctly and that she fight for justice. So this woman, the real life woman, Erin Brockovich, she's actually in the news again because for a while she's been fighting the government and fighting against energy plants or data centers. So basically, if you know what's happening, the government is basically giving money to companies to create data centers in areas in the U.S. that are water deficient or have bad water or bad quality water. So they want to build about 500 of them or more of these. And it's going to cost about $500 million for this to happen. So she's trying to stop this because it's being put in areas where there's droughts and where there's unstable water tables and stuff. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it takes a lot of water to cool off the data centers and takes a lot of energy to cool these. So of course, that's why they're building it. They're trying to build as much as they can, as fast as they can, but it's going to drain the United States' resources. So, Mark, what do you think about this?
I think there should be regulations. Number one, we've said this time and time again on the show. There should be regulations on when it comes to AI, when it comes to resources, and also what you can use AI for. I mean, most of what I've seen AI for is people like dancing or doing like cross mashups between like X-Men versus DC or something like that, which I think is pretty wrong. It's cool, but it's like, are we willing to waste millions of water for that though? Like I understand it's great to
remember the fruit soap operas, the weird fruit soap operas.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like, I saw more of that too. Have you seen it's a commercial I saw more fruit. It's like weird fruit kind of soap opera. It's like, do we actually? I mean, I understand it's funny, it's great, but it's like, can we find another resource to do this? I feel like
Kumquat versus cantaloupe.
It's sad.
Cantaloupe.
like someone's going thirsty somewhere, or not having enough food, and we're wasting resources. Like I think it's unfair, and I think
and I'll give you stats. So basically, I'll give you stats so far. Where in the U.S. is 33 that are operational already. 33 data centers are operational. 67 are under construction. 39 are proposed, and they want to get to 502, at least 502 in the U.S. So that's the stats for that.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, pretty crazy, huh? Pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
I wonder why they can't. Do they get some harness other things like wind, harness the wind, or the wind would be more, or sunlight, or like things like that. Or why they
solar power or solar power would be cool with it. They probably could. They probably could use wind or solar power somehow in some kind of capacity. Yeah, that would make sense. Look at you. See, look at us. We're solving problems. Hire us.
We're here. We're at your Trocon's consultants.
Exactly.
Yes, Mark, you go.
No. Okay. Okay. So our next story. So I don't know if you've seen. So there's this huge controversy about Ariana Grande. So Ariana Grande, she came out with her she went on her tour recently in Oakland. She came out and actually did her tour, but people are really concerned with her because of her weight and because of her. People think that she has ED. So if you read behind the lines of that, basically that they say that you can see her rib cage, and you can see her kind of looking very frail, and that she is consistently taking breaks on her show. So they're wondering if there's something going on, and if the public should actually step in and help her before it's too late. So a lot of people are upset about this because on one side, people are saying, okay, it's her body, don't bother her, that's just how she's doing. She's also vegan. But then other people who actually have that same issue are saying they know that when they have the same issue, they know when there's a problem. And they said it became became prominent when she actually did the Wicked press, whatever. Everyone on the show, including Cynthia Erivo, everybody else were, they were all kind of looked like they were emaciated. So, yeah. Mike, what do you think about this? Do you think there's reason to be concerned about this?
I would say she does look emaciated. She looks like she's like running around the shower to get wet because she's so skinny. But she just needs to eat more food. I think they need to feed her. They need to feed her. They need to overfeed her, and just like she needs to sit with the food, eat it, love it, and just embrace it. Because I think, being healthy is also eating food, right? I think she's eating enough. She's working too hard or whatever. I mean, I understand there's body weight and all that stuff too inside, and some people like being more on the skinnier side of it, but that's just, I think she's too bony. I think too bony. But I'm not judging her. Like, you can be where you want to be. I think would she look better and healthier with more food, more weight on her? Yes, probably. So not anybody kind of hope she gets better, and I think Cynthia Erivo is really skinny too. So I wonder, you have people who are kind of like the same. You got to like mirror their kind of energy and stuff. She needs to somebody else. I think. Like go hang out. After food.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think for me, when I look at her, I think it'd be different if she came out as very, very skinny, very beginning. We knew her weight, she knew it. But I think she'd always had trouble, even in her past. She said about her weight and she even talked about her having issues with food, and So I think to me, if I were to look at her objectively, I would say, it looks like she does need to, honestly, still needs to step in and help. But I think they should give her a bit of grace, because I understand you are working out. I think she works out a lot. She's vegan. And a lot of times, if you're in a vegan diet, you're not getting a lot of proteins, a lot of things in that would actually give you a lot of weight.
Yeah.
However, I just don't want anything to happen like a Karen Carpenter or people like that, where people saw what's going on, but couldn't do too much. And ultimately, it is her choice what she does. But as a consumer, you have the choice to go to her concerts to help her out, and you have the choice to kind of. To sister. So I would say, maybe
she's go to
if there's something to do.
She give Betty Ford, go to Betty Crocker. Go to Betty Crocker, get a cake, eat some food. I mean, it'll help. Or some
what kind of cake y'all sat in? The cakes y'all sat in at the festival? Oh, what's
I didn't say cake, but we did.
Cake sits.
Cake sit.
Cake sits.
Cake sit. Yes. But anyway, very funny.
Okay.
All right, next story.
Yeah, you go, bro.
Here's a question for you, Mark. So, if you went to say you went to your doctor for like 10 years, right, for a long time, right, and you kind of found out your doctor is not accredited. Your doctor has like lost his accreditation years ago, he's flim flamming, making stuff up, hasn't done the new procedures to make sure he's up to date on everything. He doing open heart surgeries and doing like BBLs and reverse, chins and all this stuff. How would you feel?
He saw my body.
So
I think that'd be horrible. I would feel betrayed. I'd feel like, honestly, it's. So I would want to sue for sure.
So where I'm going with this is, so basically,
I agree.
Based in Canadian news, there is a former fake imposter pilot. Basically, he was pilot before, but he lost his credentials years ago. He's been flying over 900 flights from Air Canada. He lost his license. And so imagine he's been flying thousands and thousands of flights, probably not getting the update information on how all the new planes on what needs to be done and how to to operate certain things. So, like technology changes through the years, right? So he hasn't changed. He hasn't gotten that update or gotten those license or whatever it is. So imagine you're flying a flight and your pilot is not even licensed to fly. How do you feel about this?
Well, since this is Air Canada, we love Air Canada here. We want to be sponsored by them, so we can't say anything negative about them.
Yes, not at all. Ting.
No, but ting. No, but I think for me it is unsettling that you go into your flight, you sit down, your chair, you think you're trusting your life with the person that's in the seat, the pilot seat, and they're flying you out to ready to go. I think there is a means of being concerned and upset. However, I think our editor said it best. Lee said that, which is really great. He said that, what he basically said was that in general, if this person has a lot of experience, would you rather have someone that had a lot of experience be a pilot for 10 years and fly the plane, or would you rather have someone who's brand new getting on and has their license and fly? So I think there is something to be said about experience and knowing what you're doing. Yes, I agree with that. However, I think, you need to have legally know how to fly, just like anything else or any other. You need to have the papers. Like when it comes to,
how long
like being a doctor, being a pilot, you have to have it.
I like Mark. How long can you stay on autopilot? Like the whole time you can't. So that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Can the plane land itself? Not yet. I don't think so.
I mean, I think that the software does help them to guide them to land it by itself, but still, you still want someone that actually knows the stuff. And I think honestly, they need to have their license. They need to have it and new.
I mean, I'm not thought they probably named him Captain Crunch because he's not real captain. Not real captain. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Okay, you're go, Mark.
Okay, so I have a kind of more serious story. Some of you guys have heard that there has been this big issue of the South Carolina mother of a slain teen. There was a slain teen, Cyrus Carmack Belton, the mother. That's the Sorry, let me go back.
That's a mother of the guy, right?
So that's the mother. Yeah, Cyrus Carmack Belton, the mother of the slain teens, calling out boycott of Asian businesses. Reason being is because her son was killed by Rick Chow at a shooting death at a business. So unfortunately, because it happened at an Asian business, and basically. He said that it was self-defense, but the boy was unarmed. He came in, wasn't causing any issues, and he got shot in the back and he got killed. So there's a huge controversy online because people think that one incident shouldn't affect a whole community. And I think we're the people to talk about it, right? Because me and my brother we're Black and Asian, right? So I think it's great for us to talk about this topic and kind of talk about where we stand on the boycott. So I'll give my brief, I guess, opinion on everything, and then Michael will give you his. What I think is, to me, I think people think that they're singling out people. I think there's a point at the time where you have to single out people at certain points. Where if I can see the upsetting people upset on the African American side, because there's a lot of businesses that came in to our communities when it comes to like hair, restaurants, things like that, where they've got to be able to come into our space. And how they were able to do that is because the government actually put them there because they wouldn't allow them into white spaces. So they were able to be put into Black communities and be able to actually thrive and actually get loans where people who were there weren't able to get those things. So basically these people were able, basically because it's so convenient, they're able to go to these places and get food and get things like that. And it should have been a bonding moment for these people where they came together and actually worked together, but it still became a hierarchy where it's us against them, and this person comes to my store and they steal this or they do this, and they not, people not understand the full history of and context of American history and how people get gerrymandered into certain areas where they can't leave, or they're in impoverished areas, right? And they weren't given the same opportunities. So in saying that, with this murder happening and this happening in a really horrible time, especially in our political climate, it's unfair that I think the Asian community has to understand that because there's so much energy and so much effort's been given to going to communities and giving back to the community, and this community basically looks back at our community, or the Black community mostly, and says that they're a hindrance, they're causing problems, they're causing crime, or they're not paying things, and so it's like, I think it's fair for people to feel like, okay, well, since we're putting our money into places that you don't want us to be there, then let's not be there. Let's not go there. Let's not patron there. And I think is it unfair in some cases? It could be, but I think it's a bigger mess. There needs to be a common ground, commonality, where people come together and talk about this, and actually be able to actually, understand that, yes, people, if someone, a community is killed, then yes, they have the right to not want to go to your business, to not want to patron there, unless you actually are contrite and actually do feel kind of way and understand that the politics behind segregation, behind all the DEI, all that was actually Black people actually helped to push those things forward. And when you go back and try to reverse those things and get on the enemy side then there's a problem. So that's what
I guess that you like, Mark. Yeah, so basically, I think the issue is proximity to whiteness, I guess, or people of non-color. I think a lot of times when other minorities go to the U.S. and they do businesses or they do whatever, it's happened with the Latin community. I think they're closer to that demographic. It's like, no, you're still seen as a minority. So when things happen with immigration, where you saw all the Latin people being put in concentration camps and being taken away and stuff, and it's like they don't want to help and help. It's like, but you never helped us, and we asked for your help, right? So anyway, this was happening to the Asian community, where it's like, there's things you understand. The civil rights movement was put on the backs of Black people. So Black people in the U.S. did that for everybody, for every race. And it's like, the issue is like, it only affects people when it affects them their group personally. And it's like, no, if we all came with that kind of mentality, then we get nowhere. We all need to work together. We all need to, like, hey, stand together. Like, hey, you know what? This injustice is not right. And also, as Black people, to be honest, we need to put money in our own business. Period. I think like and we're in our community. It's nothing personal against any other race or anything. A lot of times we don't support our own. We need to start supporting our own people. That's it. It's nothing personal or nothing whatever. I think if we all start to look at each other differently, like we're all trying to make it and to hold hands so we get through stuff, it's important. We do need to look out for our own for sure, but also we need to make sure that when we do things, we put them in place so everyone is seen equal, not just, oh, I made it up here, so now I can look down on everybody else. You can't do that, because that's what's happening. It's a big reckoning that's happening with the U.S. and other minorities. So from the DEI to the immigration to this right now with Asian companies and businesses, right? So I think what's best for everyone is to take a beat, figure out a way how we can get back together in a different way. And Black people, we need to support our own communities, our own businesses first, and then if if you can't find your milk at the Black grocery store, then go to the Asian, but don't feel like you're beholden to any particular, like, you're not going to any type of treatment. If you're being treated bad in a place that's not a place just like you, or a place that versus you don't have to go there. You don't have to go there. It's fine. It's simple. I hope I said it eloquently enough.
I agree.
I hope.
Yeah, it's great, and honestly, it's great to hear, because if you guys don't know, my brother, the smart Michael Johnson, he has his degree in political science, so he has history to back up reasons. So it's great to get his perspective of things. I'm the techie. I'm an eminent scholar. My brother has the poli sci side of it, so it's cool. It's cool he has that. But yeah, I definitely agree with what you said, Michael. I think when you said a lot more, you gave a lot more backstory behind it, and also I think it's important to have community. And you guys know, if you're a part of our Instagram group, our YouTube family, and if you know us, you know for a fact our family's multiracial, but we love all people. But I think when it comes to injustice, we can't sit back and not say anything. As far as like us being,
all right, it's true.
Yeah, us being people of color in kung fu, we do kung fu. We're multiracial guys who are in part kung fu. So we love the Asian community very much. But I think it's there even the community itself talks about a lot of how there's this proximity and that there's a model minority where they want, people want to be seen, and we all want to be seen as equal. I understand that, but you can't by wanting to be seen equal, don't look down on somebody else because of that.
And also don't aggrandize other races. For example, like don't think one race is better than the other either. The Asian forums, especially about they thought all that who are both like Viltrumites are so huge and big, all this stuff. It's like it's a bit disrespectful because every race has their own advances and their own special qualities and things they work on, detrimental things they work on. So I think if we all came from that place, it'd be better for everybody in general.
And also do your research. I feel like to me it's really important. I know a lot of people from other countries. I know if you're here, you probably know somewhat of it, but I think a lot of times when it comes to being a minority here, you don't have to know your own history or know other minorities' history to be here. You can just know, but you have to know them. You have to know the major, the majority, right? You have to know their.
You should respect.
You need to know everyone's and respect all people. I agree, and learn everyone's history so you can understand where they're coming from. The more you study their history, the more you understand where people are coming from and why people do things they do.
And just more clarity, what happened with that case was I think the boy got caught taking a water bottle, and he got pew-pewed, and that's what happened. And it's like, I understand that the person was stealing, and that you should have the cops deal with it, especially if it's a bottle of water. Like seriously, like I'm sure they could have figured out a different way. But when you come to stigma that people are trying to like destroy you and all this stuff, that's what we got. We have to
take from you.
We have to circle the wagons and figure this thing out again a different way. That's how I feel.
Yeah, agreed. Thanks, bro. So and also I think this also leads to another story. It's not on the grid, but I want to talk about it. Like that, people are also saying because of this that people there said, now we're looking at K-pop now. Funny, everybody's looking at K-pop now. Okay, so now because if you think about it, I think there's this huge uprising of people saying online, or you saw that I sent it to you online, Michael, about how people are saying that K-pop is stolen a lot from Tinashe, about all her dance moves, her singing, her video stuff. Like a lot of her styles, they compared it back and forth to different K-pop people and how they actually taken and tried to copy from styles from there. So there's a way again to admire things, but it's also to straight up taking. So some people are not giving the props. I think it's important if we do that. So it's important. So, bro, you're good.
Okay, sweet. So, the last story that I have is about bricks and minifigs. You guys, the internet's in shambles over bricks and minifigs. It's insane. So, if you know what's going on with bricks and minifigs is a consignment store for Lego blocks and minifigs. Minifigs are the little Lego people that they're stuck like this, and you put them in the Lego block. So that's kind of the store it's made for. So basically, this family came in and sold their there's a Star Wars Lego collection set that was worth over $200,000. Yeah, $200,000. And what ended up happening was they sold because the family member needed help, like going to the hospital bills or something like that. And then once they realized how much it was worth, they took go back and get their Legos back. What happened was the CEO basically just shut down that store so they can get their Lego box back, right? So this caused a huge uproar because Reckless Finn, who's a guy on YouTube, I guess he's a outspoken dude on YouTube. He actually went to champion these people by trying to go after the company and get their money back. He was served with some papers he got in trouble for stalking and all these other things. So basically that happened, and then because of the internet, he did a GoFundMe. The GoFundMe went down, and then they brought back again because they thought it was a good case. And what ended up happening was the CEO of the company said, "Oh, we didn't know that it was worth that much." They tried to get the money back, but they tried to get back $2,000 of it, which for now is worth $2,000, right? So the internet did what it did best, and it came in there and Wreck-It Ralph them so bad to a point where they did the GoFundMe is well over $412,000, and they're making a lot more money than that. And then also, what else happening is basically because Bricks and Minifigs is two companies put together. The Minifigs company wants to separate itself from Bricks because they don't want all that backlash from people. They want that smoke from people. So they're trying to break free and say that they didn't know anything, but they clearly knew. Clearly they knew. So, there's a lot to talk about. Mark, what do you think about this story?
Wow. So it's like wow, Brick. So Minipig is basically a Brexit from Bricks. Interesting. I think it is very interesting. I think it's definitely crazy that a grand open, grand closing on them, where they tried to get their, tried to shut down so they wouldn't be able to give their Lego set back. I think Lego sets now are really high collector's items. I think it's basically like you're collecting coins, and I think there's definitely ethics concern if you're going to shut down just to keep the money. That's unfair, and I think that's not right. And you have to do what's right. If the customer wants their refund, and if that's in your policy, to give them the refund back, give their items back. That's all. That's
because Lego box is higher than giraffe eyelashes. I keep it PG. It's higher than giraffe eyelashes. It's so hard. It's so expensive. But I think what's good about the situation is the people. You guys are so amazing that you all kind of together like, you know what, this is not right, this is not good, and then they're actually making a change. So they may not get the money back from the company, but they'll get the money back from GoFundMe. So that's going to be super exciting for them to get that back. And kudos to Ben too, the Reckless Ben. I think it's amazing he did that. Yeah, good story.
Yeah. So, where are they based out of? Do you know, or is it just a?
I think they're a conglomerate of places. I mean, I think they're all over the place.
Great. Okay. Great. Oh, it's like it's Salem. It's Salem. Cool. Awesome. Okay. So great. So we'll do the last story. I have this really cool story I want to talk about because actually, I found this out maybe 2 weeks ago. And I think it was when you left, Mike. But it's funny because it's an old story, but I never knew this. Did you know that human beings were only supposed to have short-term memory?
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah,
we were only supposed to have short-term memory.
I knew that.
Yeah. Okay. So did you know that back in prehistoric times there was a virus that actually caused our prehistoric ancestors to actually be able to retain their memory? So the virus actually came and actually back in the day, we fought and resisted it, and it became a part of our DNA, where the part of the DNA where it actually evolves memory actually kept our short-term memory and made actually a long-term memory. So we're able to actually basically transfer the memories would transfer through the viral cells and actually save to our brain, and that's how actually memory actually forms.
That's amazing.
Is that pretty cool?
That's amazing. I think
so.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I think I wish I had short-term memory because of the things you did for some pictures that are out on. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I think it's amazing that a virus actually helped us. helped us like keep retain our memory, and that's super cool. So viruses aren't all bad, right? They're not all bad, but just be careful for the tick virus and things like that are like going around. Okay, be careful with those things. Those are kind of.
Oh yeah, like ticks in the L. Remember, was it the Lyceum you had last time? It was the Lyceum.
Yeah, I was all over.
Your booty shorts.
I sure
booty shorts and
I'm not talking
all the crack.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's so that's so.
That's how Mark was saying is BWO over TW.
Michael's 305. No, but you guys know, so we're okay. So we're here to our
Marcus and Rump Shaker. Marcus and Rump Shaper.
And stories.
Rump Shaker.
Please. Marcus sending cakes. Okay, yeah. So Lee, let's come on, Lee.
All right. So are you ready for our next?
Let's have some fun.
Yes. Are you laughing at us, Lee?
You know you love our shade. You love our shade.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys got lots of shade today. That's for sure. You know what? We can make a whole episode if we just pit the two of you together against each other for the entire episode. It would just be the twinning. Yeah. Who's going to twin? Yeah.
Mark's more famous because he's in a hypnotized video. He's on all the girls doing the butterfly. That's all each other. Knee pads. That's Mark.
Mike's the Uchi Wally video and the Nelly video.
Mark was in the Adina Howard video, the hand coming up. Oh, Adina.
As long as your credit card.
We're doing it now. All right.
Get your credit card.
Mark was also in the t-shirt panty video.
Twinning, where nobody wins.
Get your credit card ready or bus pass.
All right. So our next segment is going to be try to laugh. Try to laugh.
Oh, straight face, stoic. All
right.
Okay.
Mark, are you going first? Do you laugh? You lose.
Okay.
Say a joke. Mark, you first.
Oh, it's not a joke. I have. It's not me. I have questions.
Oh, you guys yeah. Okay, so. I got to try not to laugh. Joke. You got questions.
Go for it.
All right. Well, okay. You guys ready for this? Speaking of tea, what's the worst kind of tea to swallow? Reality. All right. What's
Jiminy Crickets.
what's
Jiminy.
what's
My turn.
what's
Okay, go.
okay? You got one. You got one.
Got you. Hold on.
Okay.
1 second. Get you. All right. What's the difference between David Copperfield and Hugh Hefner? David Copperfield shows off a cunning array of stunts. A cunning array of stunts.
Yeah,
And
stunning.
Hugh Hefner does a.
Stunning.
You laugh.
I
got smile lines, man. I can't help but laugh. Okay. Come on. All right. I got one. What would Forrest Gump's password be?
Sorry, what's Forrest? Say it again.
What would Forrest Gump's password be?
One
Forrest, one.
Bubble gum for shrimp.
One Forrest, one.
We heard it, Lee.
Yeah, look at you trying to hold that in. Okay, whatever.
Here you go, bro.
All right.
Okay. This one's pretty long. Okay, all right. So a foreign guy needs to learn English. So he asked the English speaker wife for advice. She said, go to the airport, go to the zoo, and then go to the hospital. At the airport, everyone says, take off. So you learn how to say, take off. At the zoo, everyone was saying, zebra. So you learn how to say, zebra. So he learned how to say zebra. At the hospital, everyone was saying, baby. So he learned how to say, baby. Then he came home to his wife when she asked, what did you learn today? He answered, take off zebra, baby. Take off zebra, baby. Come on. Yeah, Lee, you know it's funny. You got it. Come on. Take off zebra, baby. Zebra, baby.
I gotta have more training.
Okay. So there's like I won that one.
Yeah,
so we'll go to my question. So you ready for my question?
We have more. I have more.
You have more.
Okay, Lee, do you have any more, or is it for you?
No, I want to hear yours.
Okay.
I gotta see. I got straight face.
All right, ready. Get your face very close to the camera. Here we go. A reproductive health clinic has a sign that reads, "For families planning to." Sorry, other again. A reproductive health clinic has a sign that reads, "For family planning and contraception, come through the back door."
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Actually, I do have one for you, and it's against Canada because in Canada we have the largest landmass with the lowest population density. Right?
Yep.
We're also the most, like, we say fuck a lot, but for a country that says fuck a lot, we sure don't.
So where's the joke?
Jiminy Crickets.
Jiminy.
Yeah.
My go. Are you ready? This is a funny one too. What's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom?
What's that?
One snatches wallets. I'm sorry. One snatches watches. Sorry.
Oh, I was thinking
that.
the other
one. One snatches watches. One snatches watches.
The other one watches snatches. What if it's like a gay peeping Tom? We're in Pride, so
it's true.
You wouldn't be watching Snatch.
You be a lesbian.
That's true. She could be.
See, that's the.
Okay, what's there between a cylinder and a piston?
Well, lots.
I never paid to have my mouth cylindered.
Oh my god, that's. Mark just lost.
Yeah. Go ahead. That's funny, dude. Got him.
Moving on, Mark. You got some questions.
Okay. So I have so many questions to dumb edition. So you're the guest. I'm gonna give you the question. I'll give you the 4 multiple choice answers who could be, and you tell me who said it. Okay. So some of these are easy. Okay, this is question number 1. I've never really wanted to go to Japan simply because I don't like eating fish, and I know that that's very popular out there in Africa. Who said that? Britney Spears, Brooke Shields, Christina Aguilera, or Paris Hilton?
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton.
Okay, is that the final answer, Yo-Yo?
Yeah.
They actually,
Yeah.
who is this? Actually, was actually Britney Spears said this. Britney Spears said it.
Oh wow, that was
Britney Spears said, "Yeah, that's hilarious." She said, "I never always go to Japan simply because I don't like eating fish, and I know that's very popular out there in Africa." That's hilarious. Okay.
That's like, you know what?
So
That's
next
like a
one.
dating preference of mine. If you like Britney Spears, or if you grew up and you're like, I love this girl, I'm just like, oh, we can't date.
We can't date.
What's next, Marky?
Okay, next question. Okay, is this chicken what I have, or is this fish? I know it's tuna, but it says chicken of the sea.
I
What
know
is
it is.
it? Nicole Richie, Kim Kardashian, Lindsay Lohan, or Jessica Simpson?
Jessica Simpson said this.
I'm gonna go with him, Jessica Simpson, on that one.
Yes.
I saw on
yeah,
TV.
we were
I
Jessica
was
Simpson
I
said that.
was so down.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I feel like Kim Kardashian could have equally have said it.
That's true. So, okay, there's the question number 3. Smoke kills. If you're killed, you've lost a very important part of your life. Was this Arnold Schwarzenegger, Brooke Shields, Sylvester Stallone, or Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, Van Damme. It's not him.
Actually, it was Brooke Shields.
Oh,
No
wow.
way! Really?
Oh, wow,
Brooke
wow.
Shields?
He did.
Wow.
Oh.
That is hilarious.
Brooke, I didn't expect it.
That's
Her.
funny.
She's smarter than that.
Yeah.
Okay. So question number 4, and this is in honor of course, of gay pride. I think that gay marriage is something that should be between a man and a woman. Was it Sarah Palin, Arnold Schwarzenegger, George W. Bush, or Jessica Simpson?
George W. Bush. W. Gotta be W. Bush. Gotta be W. No,
Arnold Schwarzenegger said it.
Oh, wow.
Arnold Schwarzenegger said it.
Wow. Happy Pride, y'all.
Between a man and a woman. Gay marriage between man and woman.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fine. Okay. So number 5. So where's the Cannes Film Festival being held this year? Tara Reid, Paris Hilton, Christina Aguilera, or Mariah Carey?
Oh man, I feel like all of them can't. Tara Reid.
I'm say Terry probably.
Okay, Tara, see who said it. The answer is Christina Aguilera.
Wow. In France, Kansas, France. That's weird. She knows that.
Oh,
that is hilarious.
Okay.
Where's it being held this year? It's in France, girl. Okay. Next question. Whenever I watch TV and see those poor starving kids all over the world, I can't help but cry. I mean, I'd love to be that skinny, but not with all those flies and death and stuff. Was that Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, Mariah Carey, Britney Spears?
It's either Paris Hilton or Kardashian, so I'm going to go with Paris Hilton.
Kim Kardashian.
No, it's actually Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey said that. Oh my God.
Another reason I would choose Mariah Carey. God,
that's hilarious.
That's hilarious. That's on me. All the flies and death and stuff.
Wow.
Oh my God. That's ridiculous.
I literally saw this YouTube video of I don't know, a popular influencer just like literally asking a very serious question, staring at the person she was in an interview with, and she goes, they say there's 8 billion people on the planet and they all have birthdays, but there's only 365 days. And deadpan serious.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. Deadpan serious. I was just floored.
And Lee Lazar said, "It's my his future wife. Lee's future wife."
No.
Mark, one more left. Mark, one more for
Okay. I know. I have a couple more left. Hold on. I have okay. So here's one. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me off. Okay. I'm a person who thrives on luxury, but I could live in a tent if I had to, especially if the tent was Chanel. Was it Victoria Beckham, Lady Gaga, Zsa Zsa Gabor, or Joan Rivers?
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Yeah.
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Zsa Zsa
Gabor.
Actually, no. It was Victoria Beckham.
Oh wow.
That's funny.
She was
Cute.
my second guess. Wow. Hey,
Okay.
makes
So
sense.
next one, 3 more. I owe a lot to my parents, especially my mother and my father. Was this David Beckham, Greg Norman, Wayne Rooney, or Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan, I guess. I don't know.
Is it Beckham again?
So David Beckham, George Norman, Wayne Rooney, or Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan. It's Jordan.
David Beckham.
Let's see. Right, it's David Beckham said that.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious. Okay.
That's funny.
The Beckhams are
Okay. So number
talented, at
That's
least.
funny. So number 9 is number 9. So sure, there have been injuries and deaths in boxing, but none of them are serious. Mike Tyson, Alan Minter, Evander Holyfield, or Muhammad Ali.
Mike Tyson.
It's either Evander Holyfield or Tyson, and I think it's Tyson because I think I've heard that from him before.
He's
Yeah.
right.
I can just hear his voice.
Actually, it was Alan Minter.
Oh
Alan
wow!
Minter said it.
I don't know what it is.
Don't even know.
Wow,
He's a middleweight champion boxer who said that.
Wow.
That is funny. Like it's not death is serious. Okay. Okay. So and number 10. I look at a map and I think, wow, we are so small and the world is so big. Like, how do you all fit all these people in one planet? Was this Jaden Smith, Kendall Jenner, Justin Bieber, or Snooki?
Snooki. It's Justin Bieber.
Snooki.
Actually, no, it was Kendall Jenner said it. Kendall Jenner said it.
It's crazy. That is crazy.
These are our idols. These are our
We look up to.
influencers.
I know.
These are the people that control the world. Oh my god.
So I just want to say thank you to everyone out there tonight. We want to say we appreciate you guys so much. Happy Pride. Hope you enjoy your Pride in a very safe way. Pride Month. Again, you can like, comment, subscribe, share the content. It's the freest way you can energetically give back to us, and we love that if you do that for us. You guys we hope you have a good night, and we'll see you next time at Jersey Lounge. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.